Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars universe seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about the new Star Wars TV shows, Star Wars movies currently in the works as well, by Disney and Lucasfilm, and exactly how that's all going to really tie directly into the already existing Star Wars canon material. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, there's a lot of things happening between Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas into making sure that they are going to be bringing back a lot of Star Wars Legends highlights from the 90s and the early 2000s to be used in the existing canon material for, of course, the new Star Wars universe approach. Now, obviously, we already know that there's a lot of things happening at the same exact time between George, Jon, and Dave as creators. They're all working on a lot of projects, such as, of course, The Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, the Ahsoka series, and a lot more to be announced as well at Star Wars Celebration this year and next year. Now, on top of all of this, one thing that Disney CEO Bob Chapek is really trying to ensure a lot of fans is that they are going to be using a lot of Legends characters to be the main focus for some of the upcoming Star Wars TV series that will be announced in the near future. So one thing about George Lucas is that they will be using a lot of unused concepts and material that was meant to be inserted into Legends and how that's going to be applied to future Star Wars shows, films, comics, and video games. Now, focusing on one of the upcoming big plans by Disney and Lucasfilm has a lot to do with George Lucas's involvement and exactly how it's going to deeply root with the Revenge of the Sith film. So with that being said, of course, what's even all the more exciting about all of this is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm now focused on their new Star Wars universe, creators Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are beginning to work on other Star Wars TV shows and movies. However, it's described that currently creator George Lucas recently started work on a brand new Star Wars TV series for the Star Wars universe that is going to bring the fans together in 2024. Now, this new Star Wars project is described to be a post-Order 66 series that will be considered the true sequel to Revenge of the Sith that is set to take place immediately after the events of Episode 3 that will feature the return of key characters in live-action form, such as Darth Maul and new crime syndicates, as well as hidden Jedi across the galaxy. Now, this new series is described to actually be labeled as Star Wars Underworld, that will bring fans a brand new point in time for Star Wars that has never before been seen, explored in live-action form, that will focus on many elements of past characters that are already established both in canon and in the existing Star Wars Legends to satisfy the fans. Now, further, it's described that Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi will return in Star Wars Underworld, which is set to take place roughly 1 day up to 1 year after the events of Order 66. This is set to show fans the true after effects of the Jedi Purge and the rise of the Galactic Empire under Palpatine and Vader's rule. Now, this new direction by George Lucas is that he will be considered a co-writer for the series, and that they are dubbing this as the true Revenge of the Sith sequel, even though the Kenobi series is already getting that label. Not just that, however, but Lucas will be introducing many new bounty hunters in the TV series, as well as Boba Fett in his young adult years, that will actually show, of course. Given that the show will take place up to 1 year after Revenge of the Sith, Lucasfilm is already planning on making this into a multi-season series, with a big theme for the show to base it mostly at nighttime on the world of Coruscant and other worlds that are near similar. So let me just stop right here for 1 second. Now, one thing about all of this that I think a lot of fans are looking forward to is the fact that a great example with the Kenobi series, you can see how they are going from world to world. Basically, that's exactly what they want to do constantly now. With a lot of Star Wars TV shows, they want to explore brand new worlds that we have never seen before in live-action form. But this approach by George Lucas is going to be labeled as the true Revenge of the Sith sequel that's going to take place mostly at nighttime. Now, we discussed this before lightly a couple of months ago of how Underworld is getting revived. In fact, there is leaked footage on the internet of the original approach to Star Wars Underworld. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, it is out there. Very broadly, it is out there. It was supposed to be the first live-action Star Wars TV show back in 2007. They wanted to make it a true sequel to Episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, and that unfortunately never actually got to see the light of day. It was cancelled, they ran into problems, and of course George Lucas walked away from it all. Now he's coming back to, of course, his roots and what he originally wanted to do with the original first live-action Star Wars TV show that is now going to be shown to fans across the globe in the coming years. So, the fact that they are going to be exploring different angles, such as crime syndicates, bounty hunters, Boba Fett, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and more, it goes to show you that they are trying to recapture that feeling of Episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, as well as Attack of the Clones in a different style. So with that being said, of course, the theme that George Lucas is going for is by mixing together both Star Wars and Blade Runner for the Star Wars show. The rise of Darth Maul's crime syndicate and the infancy of it all will also be touched on in the series that will begin production by mid-2023 with a planned release window sometime in 2024. As of now, George Lucas is going to be hiring only experienced writers and directors for the new series. This will also include Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. However, Lucas has been in conversations with both James Cameron and Matt Reeves, as well as Michael Mann, to join the project as either directors or writers of the series. The goal is to make the theme of the show very dark and gritty, mostly based at nighttime, on different worlds that will explore not just villains and heroes, but also anti-heroes across the galaxy. Lucas also plans to use this show to create some minor retcons for Revenge of the Sith that will answer many questions that fans have long been asking. So, the thing that really gets me the most, that really excites me the most, is the fact that they are going to be exploring Darth Maul's crime syndicate, and of course Darth Maul as a character after the events of Revenge of the Sith, of course. Now, when you look at it that way, we already know that everything related to this new universe, they want to explore different eras. So we have the Mandoverse, we have the quote-unquote Kenobi-verse, and this is going to be a part of that as well because it's a part of that bridge, if you will, that takes place in between Episode 3 and 4, and how Kenobi will be attached to multiple Star Wars TV shows in the near future. You know, Ewan McGregor signed a multi-show deal, mind you, for the future of the franchise, so that's one thing to be very well aware about, is that the Kenobi series is not the last time that you are going to see Ewan McGregor. So he will be involved in Star Wars Underworld. They're going to be using de-aging technology for all of this. They already have a lot of things set up and pre-planned. They want to begin filming this thing by mid-2023 and releasing it sometime by 2024. And we will be learning a lot more about this at the next Star Wars Celebration. So the fact that they are in the talks with James Cameron, Matt Reeves, Michael Mann, it goes to show you that there's a lot being done here for, of course, the new approach to the Star Wars universe. You know, they want to make sure that they can recapture that feeling of the prequels again, and kind of mixing it with new themes as well. But overall, guys, you know, let me know what you guys have to say about all of this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From nights in the